I want to look at another Bible verse that is on my mind this morning. I do not know the chapters and the verses and the books anymore, but I do remember Jesus saying in a passage that when you are reviled, do not revile back. Do not respond in kind. And I don't know about you, but in all of my 35 years of reading the Bible, and some of you maybe that do the devotion of reading through the Bible in 1 year, I don't know what your success rate has been in following this commandment of Jesus. When you are reviled, do not revile back. When someone is snarky with you, don't be snarky back at them. In all of my 35 years, I was not successful to accomplish that. And I know that a lot of Christians, a lot of people that have wonderful relationships with Jesus seem to not master this one. In hindsight, I can now talk about why the success rate is so low. Because only now, after coming up on my 5th year of deconstruction and reconstruction and really having my heart transformed, am I able to achieve this to a satisfying degree, that when someone is snarky to me, I no longer react and respond in snarkiness back to them. But how did I get here? It took a lot of abuse. It took a lot of pain that forced me to go within. It forced me to comfort my wounded heart. It forced me to look at myself and make my own soul the primary focus of my life. In all the years where I made Jesus the focus of my life, I was bypassing my wounded heart. I was bypassing my wounded soul. And all of our defensiveness and of our snarkiness and our eye for an eye reaction stems and generates from this wounded soul. A soul that lives at constant, heightened threat and danger levels. And when someone crosses that threshold and poses a threat to us, either verbally, mentally, emotionally, or physically, our amygdala, our nervous system, springs into defense mode. And this is a natural function that our bodies were created with. It's not evil. But as I stated before, because that is in such hypervigilance, the prospect for peace and harmony amongst each other is very slim. It's very slim. That is why this shadow work is so essential. Why I promote this biological and bodily transformation, this bodily spirituality, embodied spirituality, because we have to go to the core of our soul and heal those core wounds so that our nervous system can slow down and not react towards every harsh word. These are triggers, and triggering our nervous response, our defense response. And so we have to work on these triggers. We have to work on these shadows, these core wounds. And it's a process. When you read the Bible, you think that Jesus snapped a finger and the person was instantly healed. Maybe sometimes that happens to a degree, but never 100% complete. And we can get the wrong impression from reading the Bible, which has pieced together sayings and actions of Jesus here and there, but we don't see the context over his lifetime, right? We think that was a 5-minute interaction. The details, many of the details are just left out. So it is a process. It is not enough to believe and follow Jesus and remain a snarky Christian. You're failing you're failing to hit the point. You're failing to hit the target. You're missing the mark, which is the accurate definition of sin. So you're sinning. You're remaining in your divided self. So, like I said, following Jesus is not enough. You actually have to follow your own soul intentionally and intently, and practice to make your unconscious responses conscious. Come to know why you are reacting. What is the trigger? Why are you triggered into a reaction like that? And as you come to know yourself, you can reparent yourself. You can reparent the nervous system, reparent the soul. And as you do that, as you nurture yourself with self-love and self-care, empathy and compassion, your wounds heal, your nervous system response slows down, and you can actually reach a place where you can fulfill Jesus' commandment of, when you are being reviled, don't revile back. It's possible, but you have to go about it another way. Not the follow Jesus way, but follow what Jesus exemplified and taught. And mind you, these detailed teachings, as I'm laying them out now, are not written down in the Bible. This is the teaching of the Holy Spirit that you will receive when you turn within, when you give your focus and attention to your own soul and stop focusing on Jesus.